All right, man, we back again with another video. Today's video is gonna be talking about the club scene and why nowadays. Sorry about that. It's also gonna be talking about nowadays why I just don't like it. I'm not gonna lie, I don't like the club scene at all. I used to, like when I was in college, because I just graduated college. When I was in college, I used to be in the clubs like every other weekend, like, you know what I'm saying? Like it was fun. But I think especially like I mentioned before, within the past like year and a half, I've kind of like evolved spiritually, and I just don't think that clubs are where I'm meant to be. And I think especially if you're a chosen one, um, I personally would not recommend going to clubs because especially if you're somebody who believes in God, um, one thing you have to understand is that the club scene is literally like the devil's playground, literally. Because think about it. Because think about this, right? What time of day do you go to a club? Most of the time, at night, and most times you gotta also pay a cover fee, right? And then, even once you get in, if you want to drink, you gotta pay. So then think about this, right? I'm not trying to be all like crazy philosophical, but it is true. You gotta think about it. You're going, you get in, right? And most of the time, let's say you want to drink or whatever, right? You gotta pay for the drink. But think about this, bro. Alcohol has a lot of demonic spirits. A lot of demonic spirits. And cause why do you think when you get intoxicated, you don't act yourself? Cause that's literally not you. It's the spirits within the drink that you consumed that's like taking over your body. It's not you. It's literally not you. And so the thing is like you have to be very, very careful, you know, if you are gonna go, because you have to understand that there is temptation everywhere in a club, bro. From the drinks to the women, you know, to the people, you know, maybe doing stuff they're not supposed to be doing. Like it's temptation everywhere. So you have to be extremely careful if you're gonna go. I just wouldn't go at all. But if you have to go for whatever reason, if you're gonna go, please, please, please be careful. Because you're entering an environment with a bunch of strangers that you do not know, and you don't know people's intentions when they're intoxicated. You really don't. So, you know, but me personally, I would just avoid. If you're a chosen one, I'm not saying that like, I mean, I am, but at the same time, like, God did give us free will, so it is your choice. I'm just saying personally, I would not recommend going, because especially if like you're kind of like in your early to mid 20s, I really wouldn't go, because I really wouldn't go like any age really, but I just would not recommend it at all, because there's just no good that happens over there. You're literally entering the devil's playground, and you're listening to music that's blasting all night, probably not even glorifying God. It's probably glorifying the devil, you know, and we walk into these clubs, because we want to have a good time. But then think about the reason why people like go to the club in the first place, because normally it's to escape something, right? Maybe people don't like their job, maybe people find their lives miserable, this, that, and the third. So people want an escape. They want to run to the club, because getting intoxicated provides a sense of like escapism. It's like a relief in a way. But the thing is with that, you're gonna have to go back to your life at some point, right? Because you can't be intoxicated forever, and you won't be. So the thing is also is, yeah, I just don't like the club scene. I really don't. Like, and really ever since like COVID, it's gotten like really, really bad, like really, really bad. So if you're somebody who believes in God, if you're someone who believes in Jesus, if you're somebody who even is spiritually aligned, I just would not recommend going. Because I'll be honest, I did go this past weekend, um, just with a friend. I went with a friend, and I'm not gonna lie, when I got there, I got like all these weird stares. Like people were just staring at me, and yeah, it was just weird. And like as soon as I stepped foot, something just felt off. Like it's almost like I grew out of like clubbing, really, if I'm being honest. Like, I'm not really trying to be clubbing. Like, I don't want to club anymore, really, at all. I really don't. Like, I'd rather do like some other productive activities, like, you know, whatever. But what's it called? But yeah, the club scene is just not for me. It's just not anymore, at least. Like, it used to be, but nah, it's not for me no more. I'm not gonna lie. And I wouldn't recommend it to those who are trying to like spiritually align themselves or get closer with God. I wouldn't recommend it personally, because I just don't find any benefits with it. And it's so much temptation that you're gonna face if you go there. You know, like I said, from the drinks to the women, like everything, you know. And then it's like, once you get intoxicated, you're no longer in your right frame of mind. Like, you're literally, like, the rational part of your brain is turned off. So now it's like you're literally moving like an animal. Literally, you're moving like an animal. And yeah, man, it's scary. So, but yeah, man, that's just my experience about the club scene. You know what I'm saying? If you agree, let me know. If you disagree, let me know. But yeah, that's the video, and I'm out.